Welcome back, everybody. It is Trial Tuesday, along with attorney David Aylor. David, we got a pretty doozy of a pickle question here today, something that a lot of people might go through. It's kind of construction litigation. I want to read that to you right now. It says, I've paid a company to come pressure wash and repaint my house. They did half the job and never returned. They keep saying that they were going to come back, but they say that they're just really busy. What should I do? I've paid them for nearly half already, but I think that they should have to refund my money. Now, as a lawyer in this town, what do you think about that? You probably see it every day.
You see a lot of that type of thing, whether it be, pressure washing, painting, or construction type of stuff, or maybe even landscaping. You get half the money down to start the job, and then they're supposed to get the rest of the money at the end. The problem there is it sounds like she probably doesn't have a contract. The good news is she doesn't need a contract to be able to go to court and try to enforce it. It's obviously going to be harder because things aren't written on paper. But if she's paid for half the job and only half of it's gotten done, and then they're not coming back within a reasonable amount of time to finish it, then in reality they haven't done the job. They haven't earned their part of the contract because now she's had that break-in period of time where her work hasn't been done and the work's half been done. So she's going to have to go back and pay somebody a second time. So the best thing you can suggest when you're at her point is to really probably take it to small claims court, assuming it's not a tremendous amount of money under $7,500. If it's a larger amount of money, obviously she can go to court of common pleas. But there are a couple of remedies for somebody like her. But on the front side, the best thing that somebody can do is, even if it's the most just simplistic contract ever, is even type up a contract themselves. If the business doesn't have one, some folks are kind of a little bit more old school. They don't do the contracts. Right. Type one up yourself. Have them agree to it.
Even if you write it on a paper napkin or something
exactly
like that, it's going to count.
Right. Particularly just so that you have it in writing. This could be a situation where this person's defense may be, hey, I took this job at a reduced rate. I told you my schedule was really busy, going on vacation, whatever. We never agreed to have it done in a certain period of time. Then you kind of get into the he said, she said battle. So the best thing that you can do beforehand is, like you said, even if it's writing it on a napkin, is at least have the terms down in full. And most companies probably do, more companies often than not, but that doesn't mean a company's bad that they don't. It may just mean that they're a little less organized. But you want to be organized, so that's why you want to get it done.
Obviously a tough situation for this person who had the work done, but legally, is it kind of pestering to keep calling them? Where can she go from here to make sure that that work gets done? Well,
I think at this point, if she's made the efforts through call, email, contact, she's documented all that, and you've gone over a certain amount of time, somewhere, the job was supposed to be done in 2 weeks, she's now 60 days out and it's still not complete. It's that point that you would want to turn and either on your own or consult with lawyers to look at some, legal remedies. Even if it's just a demand letter to them from a lawyer saying, look, here's what's happening. Y'all haven't finished the situation. We're about to go into litigation if we can't get it resolved.
David, is there an argument to be made that she paid for half the work and half the work got done, and that this contract doesn't exist for the other half of the work or the other half of the money?
That would be a tough argument to make under the fact that you usually don't, depending on what type of work it was, usually you don't pay for half of a job. Right. Probably the deal was pay for half up front and half at the end once it's complete. The fact that they quit working, she hasn't done anything to violate the contract, they have.
So best legal recourse right now, take it to small claims court?
I would say take it to small claims court, maybe consult with an attorney, get an attorney to write a demand letter to the company, see if that blinks their eyes or not, and then if not, just go from there.
All right, well, a bulldog himself, we know you can do it.
Thanks for having me.
David Aylor, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. We'll be right back with more Low Country Live in a second.